Hi, I'm Sue.
And I'm Mel, and this is Manifesting with Mel and Sue. Welcome to another episode.
Yes, and today we are going to talk a little more about law of assumption, law of attraction, manifesting, and spirituality.
Yes.
So, because our belief is that your beliefs create your reality, it all comes down to faith.
Yes.
And a lot of people, while a lot of people have a very strong sense of faith, it isn't always the same for everybody. So, you may practice a specific religion, or maybe you're just more spiritual in general. Maybe you don't really have a strong sense of faith or spirituality, but you believe there's something more. Well, any of these ideas of faith can be used to manifest.
Exactly.
All you really need to do to manifest something is to believe that you can through whatever source or power, whether it's you, whether it's the universe, global consciousness, God,
higher self.
Yes. So we could talk a little bit about what we believe, but also I want to talk about some different forms that people practice manifesting or conscious creation. So I'll start with me. So my spiritual journey has been ongoing throughout my life. I would say that the law of assumption really resonated with me because it aligned with my beliefs when I started learning it. But specifically now, through what I've learned about the law of assumption, I believe that basically I am God and I'm creating reality. So it sounds like such like a delusions of grandeur thing, right? Like, yeah, actually I'm God, so you have no free will, and I decide everything that you do and how you're going to show up for me in my world. But really what it comes down to in the way that I believe that reality works is that I believe that we are all, as separate people, we are all God evolving back into consciousness. And what that means is we're learning that we are actually God, that we have the power of God within us. And it doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm literally God incarnate. It could just be, I have the power of God, as in you also have the power of God. You know, the way that I see it, like, I'm the only one creating my reality, so I am.
Exactly.
That's just the way that I see it.
Well, I think another way, too, to put it is if you're directing a movie, everybody in your reality is the cast of the movie, and you are the director, and you star in that movie. So you are the God director of your reality, which is the movie, and everybody that is in your reality is just the cast, and you tell them what to do.
Right. They're acting out the script.
Exactly.
And if you want them to act a certain way, you gotta write the script a certain way.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So that actually comes into play with like one of the techniques is scripting. Yes. But it works the same way. So that's a great analogy. Yes. I like that. And so, but there, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be God. You know, it could be that you believe that the universe, that there's a consciousness in the universe, and that, you know, a lot of law of attraction proponents talk about how the universe is bringing you things. So that could be your belief that it's outside of you, but it's working in your favor. I don't see it that way, but I guess it's just a matter of semantics, right? Because ultimately nobody really knows what the true power is. You only know what you believe.
Exactly.
But it's your beliefs that create your reality.
Exactly. And ultimately it doesn't really matter what your belief is, because it all boils down to you're manifesting, or you're consciously creating the life that you want. So how you're creating that is up to you to decide what you want, whether it's God, it's the universe, a higher power, your higher self, you being God. All of that is true. It's accurate and it's relevant because it's what you believe. So if Sue believes that she is God and I don't, we're both right. It doesn't matter which belief that we have. It's just boils down to the faith that you can do it.
Right. So I wanted to talk a little more about different aspects of manifesting. But before we move on, I want to give people an experiment.
Ooh,
I want to give
I
people
like
a
that.
test. So Neville Goddard has his infamous ladder experiment where
Mhm.
you basically close your eyes, get yourself into a really relaxed state, and imagine yourself climbing a ladder and feeling your hands on the rungs and your feet and feeling your body move up the ladder. Basically, you're imagining yourself climbing the ladder, and then you say to yourself afterward, "I'm not going to climb a ladder today," and you say it every day. Um, I did this experiment. Can you guess what happened?
Did you really?
I did. I was working at the pool.
I was gonna say.
Do you know what they have at the pool?
Ladders.
Do you know what I ended up climbing?
The ladder.
100%. So you could do something like that, or you could just manifest a cup of coffee.
Oh, you know what I did with that experiment?
What?
Mine was a different version of it, and it was my SP at the time, and I said, I imagined myself kissing my SP.
SP means specific person.
Yes. And then I kept saying, oh, I'm not going to kiss my SP. I'm not going to kiss my SP. And guess what I ended up doing?
Oh, I know what you did. So that's just an experiment. Think of something small, something easy, something that you could easily achieve without a lot of thought or money or effort. Think of something like that. Imagine yourself doing it in vivid detail. And you could tell yourself, I'm not going to do it.
Mhm.
Or you could tell yourself you're going to. It honestly doesn't matter. Just do it. And then if you do, comment in the comment section, because we love to hear what you imagined and the
Tell
results.
us how the experiment went for you.
Definitely. So back to our topic here. I wanted to talk about a couple of other ideas that are very closely related to manifesting. And these are, I don't know, are you on TikTok?
No.
No.
My daughter forbade me.
So if you're on TikTok, I'm not. I get overwhelmed with that stuff. We're old ladies.
Right.
But if you are on TikTok, you may have heard of reality shifting. Reality shifting is a really cool idea. It's basically like you can go to sleep at night and imagine yourself in a completely different reality and wake up there. You know what that is?
What?
That's manifesting.
No kidding, really?
Yeah. So it's a really cool idea, and I want to explain the idea behind reality shifting. So if you are interested in science and you've heard of the idea of parallel realities, basically what that means is that the reality that you're experiencing at this current moment is just one of several that are already in existence. You're just not conscious in that reality.
Mm-hmm.
And so how do you shift realities? Well, basically, every decision in your life that you make alters the course of your life one way or another. And so in that sense, you are always shifting realities. But you can also shift realities backwards. You can shift realities laterally. It doesn't have to be in the future. You could shift to a current present reality. And all you're doing is shifting your awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
But the idea is shifting realities is entirely possible. And in an upcoming video, we're going to talk about what is and isn't possible. Yes. That's a really fun one. Because if you're God, what is impossible?
Exactly.
And then another idea that some people may have heard of is quantum jumping or dimensional jumping. This was something that I found on Reddit several years ago. It's very similar to reality shifting. I think they just call it something different. Mm-hmm. And when I was on that subreddit, there was an experiment that they have people try to shift dimensions or jump to another dimension. And it's basically a water experiment. So what you do is you take 2 glasses of water and take a couple pieces of paper. And on one piece of paper, you write your current situation, whatever it is that you're not happy with, maybe. And on the second piece of paper, you write your desired situation in one word. And you tape each of these small pieces of paper to each glass of water. No, sorry. It's been a while since I've done this. One glass, the one that has your current situation, should be filled with water. The other glass, the new situation, your preferred reality, should be empty. And what you do is you take a sip of your current situation, thinking about that, and then you pour that water into the new glass. I hope I'm getting this right. If not, I will link in the comment section or in the show notes the actual experiment. But you pour the water into the empty glass, the new situation, and you drink that. Yeah, you don't drink the first one. You drink the second one after it's filled. And you think about the fact that that's the reality that you're in now at this moment, that is your current situation, and that you're no longer in the reality of the previous situation. Exactly. So that is the 2 glasses experiment.
That is very cool. I don't know if I've heard that version of it before.
Yeah, I might have got it all mixed up. So I will post the actual experiment because it's been a little while.
Perfect.
All right. So I think that's it. Did you have any other thoughts on different types of manifesting or different versions?
I think that just a quick cap, I guess, of the different types. There's affirmations. There's scripting.
Yeah, so those are techniques. We're going to get into
those are techniques,
too.
yes.
Yeah, so we will talk about all of those,
Definitely.
all of the different ways that you can manifest. You're always manifesting anyway, but we're going to tell you how you can do it intentionally and consciously.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you very much for watching or listening. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment your results of your experiments.
Yes. And don't forget to go out and create that dream life.
Yes.